All praise is due to Allah, who has united the hearts of the believers in Islam and has made it an obligation to remain united and has made it forbidden to become separated in his clear book. I bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah, who guides to the straight path whom he wills, and I bear witness that our leader Muhammad is his messenger and the best caller to the way that is straight. O Allah, send your prayers and your peace upon our leader Muhammad and upon his family and upon his companions, whose hearts were united and whose souls were educated, so that they became victorious leaders. And what follows thereafter, O believers of Allah, I advise you as well as I advise myself, to first have the proper regard for Allah and thereafter be obedient to him. Dear believers, I greet you with the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be with you. In a recent discussion, we talked about the Prophet Noah, the Prophet Noah. And in that discussion, we mentioned the Rabbi that said, "Oh my Lord, help me, for they accuse me of falsehood." And this story of the Prophet Noah, it expanded through several verses, and the Rabbi that we're going to look at today is in that same space in Surah Mu'minun. This one is around verse 29, verse 30. But that initial Rabbi was in 23. So this discussion that the Prophet Noah was having, where these people were accusing him of falsehood, was prior to him getting on the ark, getting on the boat. This is when he was still building. This is when he had just received the word from his creator as to the thing that he was supposed to do. And so he was going about this task. And as we mentioned previously, that it took a while. It had to have taken him a while to construct this ark. And so as he's constructing the months or days or years, however long it took for him to build it, they were still looking at him with doubt. This thing isn't going to happen. This thing won't take place. And so that's when the Prophet Noah went to his creator and asked for help. But as this story goes on, we know that eventually the rains came. And when the rains came, the Prophet Noah, while on the boat, while on the ark, he mentioned another Rabbi, not in this specific section of the Quran, but there was another Rabbi that he made while on the boat, when he saw his son go up into the mountain. And the son said that he was going to be fine. And the Prophet Noah, after he got washed away, after the son was washed away, he made the Rabbi this "Oh my Lord" statement. He said, "Oh my Lord, surely my son is of my family." And so he was concerned. He was concerned about his son. He was like, well, I did the thing that you told me to do. And then you said that you would save my family. But then my son, he drowned. And so here is this man, this father, this person, this believer who followed the Creator's word, followed the Creator's actions or desires for him with his actions. And he found satisfaction or his faith was fulfilled when the rains actually came and the ark made sense. But still, here he is experiencing great loss. He lost his son. Everything that he knew, everything of his youth, of his growing up, the place that he lived, the place he raised his family, was now all flooded out. So he was experiencing great loss on this boat. The environment was in trouble. And so as he's on this boat, as he's floating, he's reckoning with his situation. He's coming to grips with the environment. He's coming to grips with what his current situation is, but he was still reminded, or he still kept in mind, that the promise of his creator was true. That if he built this ark, his family would be protected. The animals, those defenseless animals, would be protected. And we know that it said that it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And that's a little bit over a month. But in this time, and we even know how habits are formed within 21 days or 20 days. In this time, he's formulating his habits. The things that stressed him in the beginning may have been stressors, but they're maybe not as strong as they were before. His concerns were different because the environment he was in was different from where he was at. And so he was in this place of safety, in this environment that was rocky, in this environment that was unsteady, where the forces of the weather, the wind, the things, this storm was pushing up upon this place of sanctuary that he built through the command of his Creator. And now he's getting restless. How long will this last? How long will this go on? We know in hindsight it was 40 days. For him, it was just another day. Without knowing, when will this thing land? When will this water subside? When will the storm go away? And so this Rabbi he said was, "Oh my Lord, grant me a blessed landing, for you are the best to accommodator. You are the best accommodator." So now the prophet Noah, his thinking began to move forward. Initially, his Creator interacted with him or told him to build this ark because this storm was coming. He told him to begin to formulate his life, to formulate his actions in the way that was going to protect him when the tides begin to change and the water begin to rise and the storm arrived. He told him to prepare your life, prepare this environment, prepare this place of safety. And then the words of the Creator came true, and the environment became more hostile. The environment became more shaky. The ground began to swell. All these things were happening. He went to this sanctuary, or this place of safety that the Creator inspired him to go into. And as he stayed there with all these things happening around him, he began to not just think about what he lost in this process. He lost some family. He lost some of his house. He lost some of the goods that he owned. He began to now think on the future. If my Lord inspired me to build this safe place, and it worked out, then I should now ask him for my landing after I get out of this hard situation, that he provide me with safety. So he said, "Oh my Lord, grant me a blessed landing, for you are the best accommodator." Aqulu qadr astaghfirullah li wa lakum walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. So it said, "Oh my Lord, bless me or grant me a blessed landing, for you are the best of accommodators." So think about that in our life. Think about that in our existence, where Allah, the Creator, may not have inspired us to build a giant boat. He may not have even inspired us to build a building. He may not have inspired us to build a Lego set. But he gave us a set of instructions. He gave us a list of things to do. He told us to pray. He told us to give in zakat. He told us to act kindly to others. All of these instructions that the Creator gave us to create a family and to teach them how to pray, to teach them how to live, how to be good people, how to be good Muslims. And these families to get together and build these communities so that they can inspire and help each other along the way. And just like the prophet Noah, that Rabbi that he made early on that said, "Oh my Lord, help me, for they accuse me of falsehood." This was the experience. This was your experience. And you went on to follow your Creator's inspiration. You went on to follow the things that you read in the Quran, the things that you found in the life of the prophet, peace be upon him. And you begin to improve yourself. You begin to create this environment, this sanctuary, this place that was supportive for you, that helped you out, that helped you become a better version of yourself. It might have been a collective effort. It might have been an individual thing, but it helped build you up to be able to withstand some of the things. You looked in the Quran and it said, "Be sure that we will test you of something, of loss of your good lives or the fruits of your struggle." And you saw that and you were like, this is what I'm experiencing right now. And we saw the verses that said, "Does man think that they would be left alone, that they say that they believe and they would not be tested?" And we look around our life and we see that happening right now. And the Creator being so merciful, not only did he tell us how we were going to be tested, not only did he say that because we said we are believers that we will be tested, he says how often he'll do it, what the regularity is. The verse says that, "And we will test them once or twice a year." And so this is the Creator. He's given us this blueprint, this Quran to see how we can implement it in our lives and build this safety or this sanctuary for us. And when all of the environment becomes hostile, or you feel that the pressure, the ground that you're on is not stable because you don't know which way you're going. You don't know how long you're going to be in this situation. You don't know how long this is going to impact you. But you know that even good times and bad times do not last forever. The verse says, "With every difficulty, there comes ease." And you know that maybe at this moment you are experiencing a difficult time. But because just like for the prophet Noah, when Allah told him or inspired him to build this ark, that the ark was built and then the rain came and it all made sense. This is why you told me to prepare. This is why you told me to engage in this book. This is why you told me to develop myself in a way that I can withstand the things that are happening around me. But I know these hard times will not last forever. Just like that flood didn't last forever. But the prophet Noah, he said, "Oh my Lord, grant me a blessed landing, for you are the best of accommodators." And so this is what we want to pray to our Creator. When these situations get hard, and maybe we have created the structure around ourselves or within ourselves to withstand the pressure, to withstand the rain, to withstand the storms, that maybe now that I know that it cannot last forever, just put me somewhere where it's beneficial for me. Just take me out of this environment that was harsh, where they accused me of falsehood, where my life was uncertain, where things were going on that weren't the best for me. Just place me somewhere that I can benefit. And you are the one who can do it. You are the best of accommodators. You are the best of making things happen. So do that for me. And that was the Rabbi of Prophet Noah. When he had already accepted, I'm in the storm. I'm in this harsh environment. And I know that my time is coming, because it says that with every difficulty, there comes ease. I know at some point this difficulty will come to an end. And when it does, oh my Lord, grant me a blessed landing, for you are the best of accommodators. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك السميع العليم إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له بذلك أمرت وأنا المسلمين الحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.